It'll be one of my lunches. And I just ate.
You just ate?
Can I have a hug?
You guys working out? What the? Oh my god! What the heck? Oh! So much. What the? Good.
Kay Ann Wright walks toward her daughter's classroom with the aid of a crutch following a recent accident when she broke several toes. But that injury couldn't slow her down on this day. Daughter Kaylee Donaldson, this week's star student, got to have Daddy be today's royal reader for her kindergarten class. Both are about to be happily surprised. Kaylee runs to Mama's arms for some love as her classmates and teachers cheer. Mission accomplished. Daddy and daughter were certainly surprised.
Mommy was a big surprise, huh? Were we worried?
You were worried about Mommy? You're a star student? High five!
Soon the happiness of this 9/11 military homecoming spills into the hallways. The Air Force veteran and her family are showered with thanks and praise and welcome home cards.
Oh, I'm overwhelmed right now. I am. Been away for 7 months and being able to touch her and my husband is awesome. I couldn't be more blessed right now.
Her normally outgoing kindergartner seems a little overwhelmed by all this attention, but she's certainly happy Mom's back home.
I like Mommy when she comes home.
Were you surprised?
It was very difficult, especially whenever a kid, you miss her and she wants her mom, and there's nothing I can do really just to comfort her and show her mom and be home real soon.
That homecoming is on 9/11, which just happens to be the 7th anniversary of Kay Ann Wright joining the Air Force.
We appreciate them every day, but when we have the opportunity to participate in a homecoming, it just kind of brings it home how much we do appreciate what they do for our country.
In Biloxi, Steve Phillips, WLOX News.
Where's Daddy? Where's Daddy? Go find him. Oh. Ace, you got Daddy.
It's so fluffy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need you to come here. Your present's big, so I'm gonna have to go get it.
Oh my God.
I need you to turn around. And close your eyes. Keep them closed until I tell you to open them.
recording right now? What? Okay. It should be. Go. The red light on? Yeah.
Look at the surprise.
Oh
Look on your face, my one.
Oh my goodness.
I guess the baby waited long enough, right?
Yeah.
No wonder you wouldn't answer. I know. Okay. Oh, come on, Saul. I'm sorry about that. That's all right. Sorry.
Take pictures.
I'm
recording.
Everywhere now. Here you go. Put your oxygen on, sweetheart.
Baby can come out now, right?
Yeah. She was waiting for it. That's cool.
I'm trying to take picture with you in the picture.
No, I didn't even notice you were taking pictures.
Okay, I have a really special guest coming in today. Dad has been in Iraq and he's just come back from Iraq. So this is like I'm starting to cry here. It is a real big homecoming queen, or king. You want to say anything? We're just glad that you have an opportunity to come and be here.
Good to see you guys.
Bye.
It's a lot colder here than it is in Baghdad right now. Thank you. Appreciate the effort tonight. Okay? Go back to school.
Martin, hur känns det?
Jag är lite nervös.
Varför då?
För att jag strulade till det. Jag skulle överraska. Det skulle bli en jättebra överraskning. Nu vet jag inte. Hon är för smart för det här. Jag har fått lura henne. Jag gillar inte det. Jag har fått ljuga. Förlåt, älskling. Älskling. Förlåt, jag har lurat dig. Jag kan inte avslöja någonting. Nu är jag hemma. Hej.
Vad ska man säga? Surprise!
Man överraskar inte mig.
Kevin Brown has always looked out for his little brother, even if it meant following him over to the Middle East. His brother Joe enlisted in the Army Reserves as a junior in high school.
I'm the type that wants to do everything in life, you know. I want to say I did it, and I thought, why not? And so I came home and I said, I'm going to enlist. Mom and Dad, will you sign the papers? And
that triggered a series of events. Kevin, nearly 8 years older, was a college graduate, working in his field of study, and engaged to be married.
And next thing I know, I find out that he's in my unit. And so I go to my next drill, and I look at the sign-in sheet, and under First Platoon, right under my name, it says Kevin Brown.
I'm very protective of my family, and him as my little brother. When I was looking at joining too, actually, I was looking at joining and doing something completely different, until I found out that I knew that there's a possibility that he was getting deployed. And last minute, I ended up changing my MOS and changing where I was going to go. Because I told myself, if he's going over there, I'm going with him.
Yep, Kevin enlisted, even though in March of 2016 he'd married his wife, Kelsey. That protection instinct was too great, and so...
So we got married, and a couple days later we left for Mexico for a week for a honeymoon, and came back, and we ended up renting a cabin out on Lake Miltona for about a week to a week and a half, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm hopping on a plane and I'm out of here.
Kevin and Joe trained together in the 312th Engineering Company in Fort Bliss, Texas.
So I knew we were going to deploy, and I told Kevin, I said, you know, I'm pretty sure we're going to get deployed. When we got back in October, we got our deployment orders. So it said, you know, you're getting called up for 400 days active duty for deployment overseas, you know.
So day one, we left, went overseas together. Yeah, we thought we were going to be together a whole 9 months. I thought, you know, being away from family and my friends, you know, during the holiday season, at least I'll have my little brother there with me for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And we found out real quick that was not going to happen.
I went to 4 different bases in Kuwait. I stayed up in the most northern base for about a month and a half, did a project. My brother wasn't there, I was there.
The two spent time in both Afghanistan and Kuwait, but only 3 months in the same place.
We actually spent Thanksgiving and Christmas apart. And yeah, we were in different areas, and you know, there are times we're wondering, well, what, you know, for me, what's my little brother doing? You know, how's he doing?
Then one day, Kevin got a knock at his door.
I actually was in Afghanistan for Thanksgiving. I actually replaced my brother. So it was kind of funny because I knocked on his door, he opened it, and I said, well, hi, you know. And he knew I was coming, but he wasn't too thrilled because he didn't want to leave.
Although Kevin's wife was extremely supportive of his decision, it didn't make it easy to be apart. Kevin says it was also another woman in his life who provided strength and support, his mom, Sue.
She's one of the strongest people I know. She's able to get through anything.
Kevin says he's thankful he and his brother were able to serve when they did. He says a couple of years ago, that portion of the world was a much more unstable place. Regardless, he says,
I'm glad we did it together. I think it was a great experience for both of us. It brought us a lot closer.
You can be sure their next holidays spent together will be something they'll be much more grateful for. For the Voice of Alexandria, I'm Joe Krakowski.
Are you surprised? Did you see somebody else is here too? Say hi to Taylor.